Hey there, Leo. Welcome to your reading. This is a timeless reading. It is for whenever you find it, and this is going to be a what you need to know right now reading here, Leo. But we are just going to jump right in here and see what is going on for you at this time, Leo. But Leo, let's see here. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you at this time. Also, make sure to only follow the social media accounts linked down below. There are tons of scammers and spammers and all that other stuff going around right now claiming to be me and other readers. I will never offer personal readings, and I will never ask you for money. So if anyone does that claiming to be me, then make sure to report them. It is not me. But Leo, you start off with the Fool here, so definitely some sort of new beginning. It's crazy. People always ask, like, are cards sticking? Because, again, these readings have been shockingly similar. These what you need to know readings. And I always say, no, I have like 1, I have 2, and 3 right here. Plus, I have a million more of these decks right here, this Radiant Rider Waite, and I switch between every single reading I do. So no, the cards are not sticking, and it's just interesting to me that 7 of Swords, 8 of Swords shows up in this last row. Pretty much not every single sign, but a few signs have had, I'm pretty sure, exactly that right there. So definitely very interesting. Probably a collective energy is what I would say, Leo. But I feel that there is definitely kind of a new beginning coming in for you here. But there is a need to kind of make a decision. I do feel some indecision here, and that's probably the thing that is keeping you stuck. Pretty much all these what you need to know readings. I could have just done this as a collective because, again, I know people don't like collective readings, but really, they're all the same. And they all say, well, I mean, yours, I guess the point of not doing it as a collective is there are some additional details here for you that are different, Leo. But what I would say is it's kind of like saying that you just need to make a decision, and you could be feeling like you're stuck, but you're actually not. And you could be trying to make things perfect with the 7 of Swords in some sort of decision that you're making. But if you just take the leap of faith, this is going to be your outcome. The 8 of Wands, quick success, quick movement. But I feel like there's a leap of faith you need to take at this time. And you have the Magician, the 6 of Wands, and the Wheel of Fortune. The Magician and the Fool really tell me it's time for you to take a leap of faith. The Magician can sometimes, it basically says you have all the talents, gifts, skills, and abilities necessary to take this leap of faith. The Fool normally has like a very tiny sack on their back, right? And it represents the fact that they have everything they need right between their 2 ears. They know everything they need to know for their journey. They are ready, right? And the Magician really kind of confirms that. The Magician kind of almost tells me that you're over-prepared for a journey because the Magician has mastery over all the suits. So it's like he has the skills he needs to accomplish whatever he's setting out to accomplish, and then some. So I feel like that's where you are, Leo. Even if you don't feel like it, right? Because I feel like you're saying to yourself, I'm not ready. 2 7s to me is internal fears that don't exist. You have 2 7s right here. And again, 7 of Swords is trying to, it can be a card of over preparation, which we're going to talk about in just a minute here, Leo. But I feel like you have everything you need. And it's like, I really feel it's almost like it's time for you to end a cycle. Although, the kind of like the weird message I'm getting here is that this is your chance to make it right. These are the words that are popping into my head, putting all this together. For some of you, I wouldn't really say this is a second chance that's coming in for you, but I would say that it's very similar to a second chance. And what I mean by that is it's like there could be love coming in. And it's like this is your chance to get into a very solid relationship, something that lasts forever. So it's like your second chance at true love, right? Same thing in like work or business. I feel like if this is business, that, it's like you're getting a second chance to have something super successful. I feel like the 7 are saying, like, don't allow your fears to get in the way. You have the 6 of Wands, guaranteed success. 6 of Wands definitely says you have been through it, Leo. 6 of Wands has gone off to war. He's coming back. He's being cheered on the 6 of Wands, but he's been to war. He's experienced loss and all those other terrible things, right? So it's kind of like saying you're ready. Wheel of Fortune is saying, like, it's time for you to take control of your destiny. The Wheel of Fortune represents like your destiny, your personal vision for your life, but we control the direction of the wheel. The wheel is always spinning, and it's better if we control it. We control it with our vibrations. You have this snake right here. The snake says we control the direction of the wheel with our vibes. You have a snake right here. as well as snake eating its tail around the magician here. So really, this reading is pretty simple. It's saying to me that you're almost getting a second chance to get something right that maybe you didn't get right in the past, and it could be something, different for all of you. Seven of Swords, get out of your head. Seven of Swords is, lying, cheating, stealing. Some of you definitely could have been dealing with that, but really, Seven of Swords is trying to make things perfect. He's trying to collect all these swords so that they can't be used against him in battle. It basically says that in our personal lives, we could be trying to only get into situations that are perfect, which doesn't exist. So basically, it says you need to take some sort of risk, is what I feel there. You have the Six of Wands with the Six of Wands, basically the universe saying I meant what I said, and the Eight of Wands in this bottom row, crazy. I have a feeling there are going to be more repeating cards here, because this is like one of those readings where I feel like it's the universe saying I meant what I said, right? So I feel like there's going to be quick success for you here, Leo, once you take control of your reality with that Wheel of Fortune. Next, you have the Five of Wands here. I call this card Indiana Jones. It's a card of conflict and competition. But as I always say, conflict and competition does not mean stop, right? Conflict and competition can be a good thing, especially if you rise to the top here. I always also say that these people, they are learning. They are using wands basically to fight. They're not using swords. So it's like they're learning and training and learning how to fight. And I feel like you've been learning a lot through life. You have the Ten of Cups, the Page of Wands, and the Six of Cups here. Again, second chances, right, on the Six of Cups. Sometimes I feel the Six of Cups can just be the universe is, it's basically a gift from the universe, and the Six of Cups the gift we receive is like a turnaround, but it's more like obstacles being removed from our lives. So it's like if you've been dealing with any obstacles or challenges, this can be those obstacles and challenges being removed. So that's kind of like what I feel here. I feel like the obstacles and challenges are being removed from your life. Ten of Cups is fortune after difficulty. I feel for whatever reason that this Page of Wands is saying keep going. It's almost like I feel too comfortable with that Ten of Cups, and I feel like you sense it as well. If this message is for you, Leo, I feel like you sense like that things almost being too good. So I would be careful of that feeling. Sometimes I think we can get, sucked into a false sense of security, and I would just be careful of that. I don't think this is anything to be paranoid about. I feel like it's just saying, don't get lazy. You have the Wheel of Fortune again. What did I say? I literally said that there will be more repeating cards. There you go. Wheel of Fortune, your destiny, happiness. This is a major turnaround that is happening for you here, Leo. You have the Queen of Swords here, and you have the Eight of Swords. What did I say? More repeating cards. Are you kidding me? Leo, I feel like you need to realize that there are other ways of doing things as well. You're like the second sign that has had this. Eight of Swords to me can be a card of just being too close to a problem. Imagine if you had a wall, if you were standing right up against a wall, but it was only this big. It was only as big as your face, but you were right up against it. You wouldn't know that you could just walk right around the wall and get around the wall, right? That's the Eight of Swords. It's like standing too close to a problem. For a lot of you, I do feel that maybe either getting assistance or asking someone for help would be a good idea at this time if you're dealing with any issues or obstacles, because again, you could be too close to the problem, is what the Eight of Swords is saying to me here. I do feel like you're gaining clarity. I mean, Queen of Swords, she's the first Swords court card where the clouds only come halfway up her body. It kind of says that she is gaining clarity. She is finally seeing the truth. She also has her back to the past. That is popping into my head, and I feel that you are kind of moving past the past. On top of that, I do feel like some of you could be dealing with an air sign. There's been a heavy air sign energy in your readings for a couple of weeks now, Leo, so it wouldn't surprise me if some of you were dating an air sign or were with an air sign here. I feel like there are a lot of fears around relationships, though, so, I would be careful of that, but that's what I'd say there. Next, you have the Seven of Cups. I feel like this is the only thing that can cripple you at this time, Leo, is indecision. I feel like you need to make some decisions. I feel like you need to make some choices. I feel like you kind of need to make things happen with this Seven of Cups energy. It's almost like you need to get moving forward here with this energy. It's like, you see how he's got like his finger in his mouth here? He's like pointing to these cups. Some of these cups have snakes and bats and stuff in them. Some of them have treasure as well. I feel like you need to like stay focused. You have the Seven of Swords, the Eight of Swords and the Eight of Wands here. I'm almost getting don't settle here as well, is popping into my head. It's weird. Sagittarius, I think, last week had the message of don't settle in the weekly readings. I'm kind of getting that energy for you here, Leo. I feel like it's saying that maybe in the past you would settle on something but it's almost like the type of settling that I'm getting here, Leo, is for protection. If those are the words that are popping into my head. Sometimes I think maybe we settle for people in relationships because it's almost like we know that they're easy. That sounds a lot worse than what I'm trying to say here, Leo. Maybe they just, maybe they are, less than what we can get. Maybe they are whatever. And it's like we choose them because they're almost like safe, right? When in reality, they're not. Same thing in like work or business. Sometimes I think we choose things where we don't have to push ourselves because it's like we never have to take a risk. So then we don't have to get hurt. I'm getting that energy here in your last row, where I feel like the whole entire reading is really asking you to take a risk, asking you to put yourself out there. Here's the thing, Leo, is that you show up as the Page of Wands in the center. He has salamanders all over his cloak. Salamanders in mythology represent being protected from fire, basically being protected from risk. So I feel like you need to take some sort of risk at this time. It's going to lead to like quick movement, quick success here, and it's probably going to set you free as well. So this is like a very important message for you here, Leo. Let's see. You have the Two of Pentacles. I feel like you're still juggling, still trying to make a decision here, Leo. You have the Ten of Pentacles, everything you want in your life. Ten of Pentacles is my favorite card in the deck. One of, I should say. And I love when the Ten of Pentacles comes up with the Ten of Cups because that's like pretty much everything you desire to have in your life. And you have the Two of Swords. I would say that I feel like you're making something overcomplicated here with that Seven of Cups and this Two of Swords. She needs to go to these new lands behind her, but she's sitting where she has always been. As I always say, her ass hurts. She's sitting on a solid piece of marble, and it's basically where she has been forever. And she's trying to protect herself, like I've been saying this whole entire time. It's almost like you're trying to protect yourself here from something. I literally just said this. And if you were just to take the blindfold off and look behind you, you would see these two rocks in the water, and you would be able to get to those new lands. So I feel for a lot of you, really, this message, it's like this is a message from the universe that, you need to kind of move towards something new. But I feel like you need to not settle as well. It's not like 100% accurate of a message, I would say, Leo, saying don't settle. Those aren't really the words I'm getting. I'm not really getting words. I mean, it's like more feelings. But it's a feeling of kind of like going for something that's safe when I feel like that's the wrong decision. I feel like you need to go for something that's like more of a challenge, if that makes sense. Why? King of Swords. Well, because it will lead to knowledge and wisdom. King of Swords is a card of knowledge, wisdom, law and order, karmic balancing as well. I'm getting, those are the words that are popping into my head. So I feel like if you push yourself and go for something that you feel like is out of your league, and this doesn't have to be in love, this could be in business, work, it could be in health, right? You could be doing something hard in health. It's going to lead to a lot of growth. Yeah, you have the Eight of Cups here, walking away from things that no longer serve you. And the Knight of Pentacles, progress. I feel like it's going to lead to progress, basically, if you do this. It's going to lead to a lot of growth and abundance as well. You're really being asked, I mean, for like months now, Leo, every single message you get is about leaving a comfort zone. Eight of Pentacles, putting in the work. Eight of Pentacles is material success on the horizon. It doesn't have to be material success. It could be love. It could be, something you're trying to accomplish. The Fool, new beginning coming in for you. And the Five of Pentacles. I feel like you're like working your way away from this. A lot of people getting the Five of Pentacles, and I think it has to do more with resources and being resourceful for people. So, and that's kind of like what I'm feeling for you. Let's get an outcome here. Yeah, Five of Swords. Like I said, everybody's been getting these cards of walking away from one thing, going towards another. So it makes perfect sense to me that the Five of Swords would come up. But plain and simple, Leo, I feel like this reading is asking you really to what kind of take a risk, but it's not like a huge risk. It's not like a risk like you're jumping out of an airplane without a parachute on, as I always say. It is like a risk as in maybe you normally go for the safe person in love. It's asking you to go for something that isn't, safe. It's perfectly safe. It's just a relationship that maybe forces you to grow, forces you to look at yourself, or it's a type of person who's super successful or super busy. It's like, a type of person that makes you think, right? And so it's not that it's not safe. It's perfectly safe. It's just outside your comfort zone. Same thing in work or business. It's like there could be an opportunity that's coming along where it would put a lot of responsibility on your plate, a lot of extra responsibility on your plate. And I feel that that's the type of risk we're talking about here. But it's going to lead to growth, abundance, all these great things. Love it, Leo. Honestly, I feel like this is a good reading. So thank you for being here, Leo. Really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you at this time. Also, feel free to like and subscribe. Really appreciate the support, Leo. But thank you, and definitely enjoy your week.